Apaak in Ninkomo na Imbisano. Just a few questions because here, because I know there is a Shrach probe that is supposed to go on into this matter. There are lawsuits that are also involved in this matter. And there is also the concern about what we are doing with this old Galamsey menace. And you know, any Ninkomo or no member of Parliament for Busa South constituency. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Nana Pimpum to say.
Oh, Sabe me hoy me chia tiefo na hwefo nyina na on say your recess. Eti ye bo apro kakra but say there's been a recall but we are still doing our best.
Yeah, baby, come on now. Yeah, the recall no sense because no more protested recall no. But you didn't come about Professor Frimpong Boateng report no. Do you trust that report?
You Sabe me that's it. First of all, no, the issue of trust. Na when you say what about akankasa mo trust. You beka say a GDA and is that. And I said believe. And trust and belief are synonymous. Answer no beji bibi dino. And I said obeka say we die metumi agina chire no. Na e free. Baby a free. Say bibi ena nipa aye anase aka. The entire betumi aka say uji saa di ne di no. Enam nipa kra wode saa asem no abetudwa. In that context no ye di Ghana abakosem echi. Those of us who know the history of Ghana are in Ghana politics. So Osha Professor Frimpong Boateng na Osha bibia wajin titiye from the University of Ghana. I met Miaka Esisu. Say na owo Commonwealth Hall, Vanda. I am your motto, a troop stance. Na Osha said the call a bruchre, Ekoji in Titie, Ishua dear, Etna Germany, and Obiasun in the German people and their culture about honesty, integrity, and forthrightness. Now, Utumi, Asia and Woma Juma Ebeye, the first black African to ever perform a heart transplant surgery. Eji din ewo wiase afane nyina. Ansa na oba Ghana. Oba Ghana so no wa mbetnase. Wo bae Emma sa mpempe so no na ye founder Jerry John Rawlings na oye president Emma ono etumi agina Frimpong Boateng echi Emma no moa Emma na establish the cardiothoracic center ayene ewo ho Emma obiem. And you know, what I'm trying to say is that if you look at the caliber and personality and status and reputation of Professor Frimpong Boateng outside of politics, and even within politics, I have no iota of doubt in my mind. So report to now the abano. A idea a yeno crack. I was a to me Eddie Juma. Because Professor Frimpong Boateng has no reason whatsoever to utter a report as detailed as this, as specific as this, for personal reasons or to settle personal grievances as the presidency wants us to believe. He has done this because when to me, enya akwenya, when to me, enya omampeni aso said ye demand no say onye edwuma no na de na e touch ma amafo ana omo wo ho a omo adwuma ene de mampani ka say Professor Frimpong Boateng ndi emma Ghana no embobura no omampani entumi and support Frimpong Boateng. The man felt that he still had the responsibility to do the needful. And as about your report, if you look at the title of the report and in the heading, Wakasa, I was instructed to by the chief of staff. And you know, how come that he did all of this and they took the report and sat on it for over 2 years? The question is why. I don't know, Chirepefe said, most of the things that the professor said, Ghana Ford wanna, you need to say, because we have known all along. Say, the biggest beneficiaries of this illegal mining were people in politics, people in government, people at the presidency, and people of high social, political, economic, and media standing in Ghana. And that is why we have not progressed.
All right.
Because
now all you are saying tells me, so you put your hand in the fire for Professor Frimpong Boateng. But how about the reports that are coming through, especially from Frimpong, on the specific case of the Minister for Information, say, Ofro Manfo, media men, both NDC, MBP media men, Nomukushiaya, denials, and Abba, certain people who were mentioned who said they were not even there on that day. And a Frimpong formal statement to the effect said that was not even one of the things they wanted to discuss, it was just a training. Should that not be enough evidence for you to hasten slowly when it comes to confidence in reporting them?
Yeah. We have to look at the content, the substance, and not the style. The core issue and the core issues contained, you know. For example, for Professor Frimpong Boateng, that Sir John was the most dangerous person as far as Ghana's forest resources are concerned.
Okay.
And he went on to demonstrate why that was the case. So at the time that there was a total ban on mining, Sir John, an appointee of Akufo-Addo, issued 47 licenses for mining companies to prospect in Ghana's forest reserves. And indeed, many of these mining companies were not prospecting, they were mining. The evidence is there to show, the letters are there. And you know, I can give you specific examples of things that the man has said that cannot be contested. But be as it may, yes, say, whether you like it or not, the only way for people to exonerate themselves and to defend themselves is a public inquiry. Yes, Konya, Yentenasi, Yaminso Ayadom, Professor Otiasi. Otiasi, one better, Yembis and Numunsem. And then all those who have been cited in the report, they should all be called. In the public glare, Mayin in Ghana for Yenindia Chiri, or one of them, you all kind of crack and the old intro. That is the only way to resolve this matter.
So,
but I place premium on Boateng's report.
Fine. On the matter of a public hearing, Shraj has already been petitioned to investigate this matter. So if you talk about a public hearing, are you talking about a new, committee to investigate this, or the Shraj investigation would suffice?
I mean, as I share report now, besides Dina Abobo, Lord Comey no more, the late Sir John, na Kora na saying or say or no, or or they say man of God, Charles Owusu, he's still alive. The likes of Protozwa, Chief of Staff, Onwa Ni 8, Captain Koda, security, and even matters to touch on the unfortunate murder of Major Mama. It raises a number of issues. What is the role of national security? Has national security been sleeping? What is the role of the Minerals Commission? We have heard that also being raised. And, the magnitude of the issue that this report is invoking, will require that multiple investigations can be conducted simultaneously. So even if Minua Ketua Defiamako has petitioned the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice to investigate the matter, there are aspects of it that would be beyond the ambit of the Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice, which may require a parliamentary probe, a bipartisan parliamentary probe. And it is also entirely possible that we can look at a national commission of inquiry. And, the magnitude of the issues contained in the report, will require that we should look at all of these entities to do their part so that we can get to the bottom of the issues.
Now, my final question, the fight against Galamsey. Do you think sincerely, as a nation, we are fighting this menace?
Quite honestly, I think that within the period of the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia-led MPP taking over the reins of this country, we can't say that we are fighting Galamsey. There has never been a fight. In fact, rather, it is clear from Professor's report and what we knew even before that. Sobekaya, the former Minister for Local Government, Haji Ali Mamama, now Ghana's ambassador to the US, very early on, she made a statement that MMDCs were involved. We knew. We have seen the videos. We saw the Anas video on Galamsey and the role of the presidency. We know about the role of Charles Bisu. We know about Party Yesika. So we knew that the MPP as a party and the MPP government was neck deep and deeply involved. And that is why the indices. And what are the indices? Answer na MPP Bawumia Akufo-Addo Ebetina Konyano Swano. How was our forest reserve?
Okay. How
were our water bodies? I can tell you that in both the forest reserves and the water bodies, it has deteriorated. They have both deteriorated massively. And that is the clearest example that under the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia-led MPP government, there was no fight. It was a hoax. It was a cover-up to allow for government, to allow of party officials, to allow for friends and family to be able to plunder the resources of this country to support party and for personal gain. And don't forget Al Jazeera's documentary on the gold mafia and how Akufo-Addo and the MPP has been mentioned, where Alessa Matthias actually indicated that Mampenino and Adamfo Okakra said yetimi yemanu contract in excess of 100 million. So that should tell you the trend, the connection. I can even say from my own theoretical mind, say the creation of the fraudulent and opaque gold for oil scheme. Yan Famba Parliament. Yakan wasema say Monfambra Parliament. Monfamba to yenim. Let's see the sources of the gold. Let's know the conduit through which the gold is sold and how the money is received from where before the buying of the oil through who. We have never seen that. I am suspecting that all of this, government's complicity, people in higher up in government, their participation in the Galamsey, the gold mafia, the Alistair Matthias link probably feeds into the gold for oil scheme. That is my hypothesis.
Right.
And I believe that I have every reason to believe what I am believing, because the opaqueness and the lack of transparency in terms of the details of how the gold for oil has been set up, how it is working, who is involved, and the way the scheme is operationalized, gives me room to believe that there is a nexus between the complicity of the MPP government and government officials in the illegal gold mining, Alistair Matthias, and the gold for oil scheme.
All right. Doc, I know you say Ojimbe na ni din komo. Busa South MP, Dr. Clement Apaak, no edi in komo anape